Hello viewers, I'm Zahur Islam. You are watching me on my YouTube channel. The topic which I'm going to teach you, that is Micromeritics. So in pharmaceutics, Micromeritics is the study and different formulations like colloidal dispersion. So colloidal dispersion, they are characterized by the particles. Those particles that are too small to be seen in the ordinary microscope. The particles of the pharmaceutical emulsion and suspensions and the fines of the powder fall in the range of optical microscope. So particles having the size of coarse powder, tablet formulation, tablet granulations, and granular salt fall within the C range. So the control of particle size and the size range of a drug can be significantly related to its physical, its chemical, and pharmacological properties. The bioavailability and physical stability and some dosage forms can be affected by the particle size. So it means that particle size, it play very important role and significant role in the drug development process. So Micromeritics, actually it is the science and technology of small particles which cannot be seen directly with the naked eyes. So the unit of the particle size is most frequently used in micromeritics as micrometers are also called micron. There are some pharmaceutical application which I am going to highlight. So the first application is release and dissolution particle size. So release and dissolution particle size, the surface area which can directly influence the release of a drug from a dosage form that is administered orally, rectally, parentally, and topically. So when the particle size of the drug is reduced, so ultimately its efficacy, its bioavailability and dissolution profile will be enhanced. So here in the application of micromeritics, the release and dissolution particle size and the surface area influence the release of a drug from a dosage form that is administered orally, rectally, or parentally, topically. So definitely, so higher surface area brings about the intimate contact of the drug with the dissolution fluids in view and increase the drug solubility and dissolution profile. So why the micromeritics role is important? It means when the particle size of any formulation of any drug that is reduced, so ultimately its dissolution profile and the drug solubility will be enhanced. The second one is absorption and drug action particle size. And the surface area influence the drug absorption. And subsequently the therapeutic action. So definitely higher is the dissolution rate, so faster will be the absorption and hence quicker and greater will be the drug action. This is very easy to understand. The third one is physical stability, micromeritics properties of a particle. So the particle size and the formulations, it will influence the physical stability of the suspensions in emulsion. Smaller is the size of the particle, so better is the physical stability of the dosage form owing to the Brownian motion of the particle in a dispersion, the zigzag moment of the particle in a dispersion. So another factor which is influenced by the particle size and surface area, definitely when we are going to increase the surface area, so it will affect the therapeutic efficacy of the medicinal compounds, so that possess a low solubility and body fluid by increasing the area of contact between the solid and the dissolving fluid. Thus the compounds, it will be dissolved in a shorter time. So another one is extraction. The time required for extraction is shortened by increase the area of the contact between the solvent and the solid. So it will reduce the distance the solvent it can penetrate in the material. Another one is dissolution. So the time which is required for the dissolution of any solid chemicals, which is shortened by the use of smaller particles. And drying, the drying of the wet mass may be facilitated by millings, which increase the surface area, so it will reduce the distance. The distance and the moisture must travel with the particle to reach the outer surface. Mixing, the mixing of several solid ingredients of a pharmaceutical is easier and more uniform if the ingredients are appropriately small and small size. And lubrication, lubricants they are used especially in compressed tablets and capsule. And capsule function by the virtue of their ability to coat the surface of the granulation or powder. So, inshallah, and my next lecture, I will further explain the properties of the powder, which are based on the particle size and the shape porosity. That the porosity or voids of the powders, how. So, inshallah, I will explain all these things in my next lecture. Thank you so much for watching my lectures.